Tenemos ahora una compañía que está llamando mucho la atención en España por el tipo de producto, por la manera en que lo trae a España y que sin duda va a ser diferencial. Vamos a ver cómo podemos entender mejor con su Sales Executive cómo la compañía va a transformar, por ejemplo, el mercado de los turbos y sobre todo cómo esa inversión en derivados puede cambiar de la mano de Spectrum Markets. Christophe, Grosset, welcome to Negocios Televisión. Nice to meet you again.
Thank you. Hola, and sorry for not speaking already Spanish, but I will perform to do it short.
One of the main questions for investors here in Spain is what is Spectrum business based on?
But indeed, Spectrum is quite new. So it's true that a lot of people, not only in Spain, but maybe more widely in Europe, don't already know who we are and what we are doing. We are basically a stock exchange, a new exchange that has been created 2 years ago, and which is not the classical one. But what we want to do is to be the exchange for retail investors. So we are on the side of the retail investor, meaning that all exchanges still have a very strong position, institutional ones. We are part of this transformation of the finance where we think that there is a larger place that should be given to the final investor, so the people that are bringing money to the market. And as you mentioned, we start from a very specific product, which is investing on leverage, but our aim is to become a bit wider. So today, Spectrum is a pan-European market. It's already live. We are active in 10 countries now, obviously in Spain, but also in Italy, nice country, France, Germany, Nordic countries. So we are already active, and as of today, we are already the fourth exchange for certificates in Europe.
What is the differentiation element of a Spectrum with the respect of products on the market today?
As we said, first of all, we are really working to offer to retail investors what they today need. For example, very basic, one of the first features we've launched was to allow investors to trade 24 hours a day, which is useful when you think to a very simple thing. You want to trade on US stocks, you want to trade the certificates on US stocks. Usually they are most likely traded in the evening, so that's the first feature we are bringing. So a lot of innovation. We are also making the possibility for product provider to bring their product quite easily. Because one thing is, I have worked in this industry for the last 25 years. One thing which is, I think, not really good for investor, if you're a Spanish investor, you will access to a certain number of products. You're an Italian one, to other ones. Why can't we make so investment possibility across Europe, and that was our aim. So to ease investor possibility to access to a wider scope of investment, to do it more easily, and obviously, so you know, as finance is changing, we are trying to be cheaper. Not meaning that when you trade on Spectrum for your broker, so your usual broker, as we say, we are an exchange, you won't be charged any fees, which makes your trader easier, your trading easier. So actually, I would say Spectrum differentiation is to be built around retail investors and to bring whatever they will need.
There are a lot of players here in this market, but with all the things you are telling us about price, about commission, about the differences about this product, what is the role to play in Spain?
For us, when we speak in Spain, first of all, as we say, we speak of Spanish investor because our focus is to serve the final investor, to do it together with the industry. And in Spain, what we see, it's actually we have a very active investors that has been very active on stocks, that are now very active on crypto too. I think Spain is one of the markets where we see the crypto investment booming at a really, really fast level. We see also brokers which are providing great services. We see new players coming into this market. So our view is that for Spain, we are close to a transformation. Maybe it was not true 5 years ago, 3 years ago, but now things are changing due to the pandemic, which was a big mess for all Europe, particularly in Spain also. But now people want a different way of investing, and we think that there is a possibility to bring something that should be new, that should allow investors to trade with cheaper fees, to trade in a better condition, 24 hours a day, to access to new product, and obviously we are not driving this market. So our view is that, and we see it in all finance, that's not anymore the industry guiding what investor needs, but that's more investors that will tell to the industry what to do. And that's exactly what we are doing. So we have a lot of consultation and meeting with brokers here in Spain, also in other countries in Europe, to understand what they will need and what they will see. And obviously the same we are doing with retail investors.
What products can be traded on the platform?
We start from a very, very focused kind of products, which are turbos, so certificates, which allow investors to invest with a leverage either up or down. And the good thing, and maybe it's designed for the futures, is that we allow them to trade in a very safe way. Obviously, we can't say where the market will go. We can't say tomorrow if you invest with this turbo, you will become rich. But what we can say is that you can trade it cheap, you can trade it in a safe way, because Spectrum is a regulated market. It's regulated by the BaFin, so the German regulator. Now in Europe, we can offer our service, as we said, in 10 countries. And there are clear rules, so we are sure that an investor, and we are very strict with the issuer providing the product on the platform. We are very strict that they will provide good price and they will provide it continuously. So today you can invest on these turbo certificates. In Spain, they are accessible, for example, through EG Markets, which is a nice and important brokers. And what is coming now is exactly what we said at the beginning. So we will allow other players, other issuer to bring their product. So here we can speak of product with maybe a more medium-term views, invest on stock exchange with a protection, invest on the stock exchange receiving coupon. So all alternative to the traditional investment, because now it's true that you can invest, but there is a wide, and that's our mission, to bring innovation close to financial investor and to bring it in an easy way.
What's the Spectrum vision about the Spanish market?
Again, for us, Spain is not a market, but this is people, this is investors. Now investors are leading the game, and we really want to serve them best. So our vision is really that in Spain there is a challenge because we have a stock exchange which is established, which is for the last year not really active on this kind of innovative products. It may change in the future, so we enjoy competition. But for the time being, that's not the case. There have been a lot of OTC trading. What we want is exactly what we just described, to offer to the investors the possibility to invest in a safe place, accessing all the products that they are today accessing, but most likely accessing new possibility of investment. Today, for example, if you want to invest on a safe way on cryptocurrency, it's still a bit complicated. We want to make it easier and to make it to allow the investor to do it in a place where they know that they will be delivered, there will be some rules, they can sell and buy in an easy way and at good condition in terms of cost.
Medium-term objective for Spectrum, for your company here in Spain?
But our view is obviously focused on, I would say, being the marketplace for Europe for retail investor, meaning that it's maybe global, at least at Europe level. So we expect to bring and to allow in a very short term, to respond to the first part of your question, very short term, a new product to Spanish investor, and this will come over the next 6 months. But on a wider scope, this will be something that, as we said, new product for investors, but also allows the Spanish player maybe to bring their expertise outside of Spain. Why don't we see maybe a Spanish broker going to sell its nice services into Italy?
Christophe Grosset, Sales Executive at Spectrum Markets. Welcome to Negocios, and congratulations for Spectrum and this position here in Spain and his entry that is very important and very useful for the investors.
Thank you very much.
Good day, good business.